Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Howard from Georgia show. I'm your host, Howard Giles, and I'm glad you're here with me today. For today's show, I'll be doing a product review called Heat Map Tracker. And this is a product just coming out today, December 1st, from Mark Thompson. Mark has quite a few products out there and is quite well known for his software. So what I would like to do now is change screens and walk you through the heat map tracker. There's Mark. And the heat map tracker, this is version 2.0. It goes live today, December 1st. And Mark is claiming that it can triple your sales and leads in one day without getting more traffic. Well, if you know what a heat map is, or perhaps if you don't know what it is, it's a graphic depiction of your website, or actually a page or several pages of your website, and it shows where a visitor has been, either by mouse clicks or where their eyeballs have traveled, where the mouse has traveled over, or by scrolling. There's three different ways that generally the usage is tracked. So inside of well, before we get there, why would you need to know that? Why would it matter where a person visits? Well, you may have an advertisement that you would like your visitors to see, and if it's in a location on the page where it does not get many eyeballs or any mouse clicks, that's a pretty good indication that the advertisement is not getting attention for whatever reason. It could be location on the page, it could be color, it could be other things in close proximity that are causing a distraction to the visitor and taking their attention away from that advertisement. Maybe you have an opt-in form somewhere on the page that's not getting the visitor's attention. So by making simple adjustments in those locations or colors or styles or designs and testing those out, you could increase your traffic, your conversions substantially. But you need to use the heat map as a foundation to show you the state of affairs within your website. So what we're looking at on the screen is the inside of the member area for Heat Tracker. And we see we've selected heat maps, and you probably can't read this, but this is a list of pages. You would designate which pages of your site you would want to track. And you would just select one. This example, we're going to look for clicks by the orange tab here. And then we can select over what period of time or a date range that we wanted to cover. And then we would click the button here for Generate Heat Map. And this is a graphic of one of Mark's websites showing where people tend to click most. And it's a heat map because it looks hot, it's red, it's hot, it's color coded. You can see down here there are also clicks being registered. The vast majority, though, are up at the top. I can't read what's behind that menu, whether it's their home or products pages, but that would make sense. Scrolling further down his page, you can see there are some additional clicks here. They're kind of light blue in color, and then scrolling. Well, I'm sorry. We'll go to the next tab, which is eye tracking. Where did the eyeballs go on the page in question? And then we'd select whatever time frame we were interested in. Click the Generate Heat Map button. And you can see the mouse has wandered all over this page. This is the one we're looking at is a cumulative effect of numerous visitors to the page. But it just shows where they've looked, what's caught their attention. And then the scrolling function. We'll select the page, go generate heat map. And this is the display. This is the graphic that you would see. And I wrote here 100%. There's numbers along this axis here. And this is 100%. And up here and up here. Right here is where 100% first starts. That means 100% of the viewers saw this much of the page. And this is 90% down here. So 90% of the viewers saw clear through to this video and in these five items, and a button, 4 items and a button on the right side. Less than 90% saw this Facebook area. And scrolling way down to the bottom or toward the bottom of the page, at the 5% level, what do we see? Well, we see the opt-in form. So 95% of the visitors to this page never see the opt-in form. Now, can you see the power in knowing this? Can you see by simply relocating the opt-in to an area where a greater percentage of visitors would see that we could expect to see a vast increase in the number of opt-ins. And if we increase the number of opt-ins, we're increasing the number of people we can market to, and therefore our sales should increase as well. Another function of this software is that we can look at which of our pages are most popular. Which of the pages shown here, and it's just the top 10, which of them by color are getting the most traffic, the most visits. And if you have a very important page, a product page, or something that you want your visitors to see, but it may be one of these little slivers here that's not really fulfilling your objective. So you would need to evaluate why that is. Maybe the menu tab at the top isn't clearly identifiable. Maybe they're having trouble navigating the site. So we'd want to clean things up and get them to where we want them to be, and we want them to want to be there themselves. So there are other functions if you're an administrator, if you manage sites for other people, you can also have a license for that for numerous sites. I'm not going to get into that degree of detail in this video, but I'll close this review by just repeating that the tool will generate that graphic, that display, based on where the clicks are from our visitors, by the eye and mouse movement of the visitors, and by scrolling. And another thing with the scrolling, we can also know how fast they scroll, because if they're scrolling so fast up and down or left and right, maybe nothing is getting their attention. Maybe they're not seeing what we want them to see. So I will bring the review portion here to a close. Let me change my screen back. There we go. And this is only open for 7 days. It begins December 1st at 12 noon Eastern Time. If this is something you think that you could use in your business, and if you can see the value in knowing where your website visitors are spending their time and how much time, then I would encourage you to pick this up. And I would invite you to do that through my link that will be right beneath this video. It will also be on my website at howardfromgeorgia.com. And if you do purchase this through my link, you'll qualify for 5 bonuses, and those will be posted on the website also. So be sure to visit that site. And actually, if you're there around 11 o'clock or maybe even just before, you should be able to get in and get that purchase before 12 o'clock noon. So I will bring this to a close. Thank you for spending a few minutes on this with me, and I'll bring you more reviews in future editions. So for now, that's all. Thank you.